What's going on, guys? It's your boy Raptor Spiritus, and I am back with another one. So, this one's a little bit of a different video for me. I saw this from a YouTuber, Camera, that brought it up. So, I wanted to make my own video about this and just kind of go through it. So, as you can see clearly, this says gameplay disruption. Alright. So, the post reads from Master Dingo. I wanted to bring up a recent situation that I feel was handled unfairly. Now, mind you, keep what he just said in mind. So, my team and I were camping Grimhex, interacting with other players in the usual in-game ways, asking for credits to leave or enter the station. At no point did we insult anyone or engage in any toxic behavior. Despite this, we were disconnected and received a 3-day suspension for disrupting gameplay. Now, apparently there's an ERU or something like that. There's basically an agreement when you decide to play Star Citizen. Obviously, there's an agreement for it that's in there that specifically talks about basically griefing and causing gameplay disruptions. All right. So let me finish reading this because I can't believe this is happening right now. I find this decision both illogical and hypocritical. So now we're talking like we're Vulcans now, like, okay, because it's funny how while people say something's illogical when really it's them that's quite illogical. But let me just get through it. We were simply playing within the game's mechanics, defending our position against other players who even came in larger numbers and still couldn't defeat us. If the average player cannot overcome our team's presence, the solution should not be for CIG to intervene with bans. Okay, so what is wrong with y'all? Okay, you were clearly griefing people. Let's start with that. Let's call it what it is, because at the end of the day, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Despite what anyone thinks, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you grief people, griefing is like this particular instance where you are just straight up being a dick and blocking the way into Grimhex and making people give you money to let them in. Are you high? Like, are you guys high? I have to wonder, because first you try to say that you didn't do anything that's toxic. First of all, trying to make people pay creds to get into Grimhex or to leave Grimhex is insanity. That makes zero sense. You're being a jerk at that point. That's not and then you want to try to flip it on your next sentence and say that you're defending your post or defending your position. No, you're not defending anything. You're being a jerk and getting in people's way is what you're doing. First you try to say like you're not doing anything wrong, then you want to play the victim, like everything you're doing is completely okay just because the game is currently allowing it, which is absolutely gross. Because the game, yes, is built on a little bit of common sense. So instead of just playing the game with the missions that it has, or maybe camping a trade route or something like that, where the gameplay for pirating and stuff is what it makes sense for, right? You're camping Grimhex where people have bounties or whatever they want to get in, and you're getting in their way because you want to be a jerk and saying, give me money. Are you guys in charge of Grimhex? Has CIG put your team as the police around Grimhex? The crooked police? I don't think so. So you're not presenting a position because the position wasn't yours to start with. But yet you think it's okay to stop people from not only entering Grimhex, but leaving Grimhex. You're griefing people. Let's call it what it is, okay? So it goes on to say, locking down the station is an activity even NPCs perform in certain missions. That's because it's part of the mission for NPCs. You don't represent part of the game. You are a player. When you have your own space stations, sure, you can do that all day if you want to, but it's not your station to do that for. It's the fact that I even have to explain this. This is really it's gross. So, anyways, so penalizing players for doing the same seems inconsistent. Are you serious? NPCs for missions are made to play against players, right? For like the distro centers or whatever. Go camp at distro center and start shooting random players and see what happens to you. The distro center will turn on you. It's as simple as that. You're not part of the distro center. Just like you're not part of Grim Hex. To say this is crazy. Like what you're saying is absolutely illogical. Absolutely illogical. You're trying to make reasons for things that don't make no sense. By this logic, any player who kills me in an elevator while I have a bounty should also be banned because they prevent me from leaving the station. Clearly, this is not how the game should work. No, it's not. Because you don't have to, first of all, hangars are free zones, right? That's the way the mechanics are built for the game. Your hangars are free zones, so if someone does get in there, yeah. And if you have a bounty on you for doing something shitty, that's part of it. But no one's stopping you from leaving. If you can't kill that person first beforehand, like maybe if you are leaving the station, maybe get one of your boys to be there. Remember how your org mates were there? How about you all get in the elevator at the same time and let someone try to stop you as a bounty for Grim Hex and see if they can stop you, because they won't succeed. But physically blocking a station and demanding credits for people who want to leave or get out or come in is griefing. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. What part of it don't you understand? And you said you think this doesn't make sense. You're trying to compare yourself to an NPC on a mission. Bro, get out of here with all that crazy stuff. That's crazy. I understand the need to maintain a positive gameplay experience, but suspensions should not punish players for engaging with core mechanics and other players in a legitimate way. Well, obviously those players didn't feel like it was legitimate. So, I don't know what you're complaining about. You thought it was legitimate, but they didn't. Try again. I hope CIG can review this policy and consider the context before issuing bans in situations like this. No. CIG, you have full support here. These guys are out of their mind. This is not even an argument. They're crazy for this. So anybody who supports them, hey, that's good. You guys can do that, but it's griefing. It's wrong. So there's that. That's all I got today, guys. Tell me what you think. I mean, I always welcome good conversation. If you disagree or you think that it's completely fine, okay, well, you guys go ahead and do you. That's fine. But for me, this is a no-go. I don't support griefing whatsoever. I don't support stupid actions that are literally bothering other people. Like, you're setting up to bother people for kicks and giggles. Again, if it was a trade lane where you're getting someone because you see they have cargo you want, sure, that's fine all day. They have a chance to get out in open space to get away from you or not, or engage, whatever. But people that are coming and going from a station just because you want to be a dick and they want to you try to make them pay just so you can get out their way, no, that's called grieving. You're being a jerk. So no, this is crazy. But like I said, if you agree with them, that's fine. Let me know in the comments. If you agree, that they're being foolish, hey, like I said, pop it in the comments. I want to hear the conversation. So this your boy Raptor Spirius. You guys stay safe. You guys stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the verse.